In this shot, we have two different kinds of panels that have both been prepared with homemade gesso. The first panel has been cradled, which is the word used when there's wood to support the panel, and the cradling prevents it from bowing. This panel doesn't have the cradling. It's on 1/4 inch untempered masonite, but at this small scale, it won't warp. On a larger scale, it would warp. Everything that I know about egg tempera, I learned from reading this book, The Luminous Brush, written by Altun Sultan, and it's available free online. And we'll put a link in the description of this video for anybody interested in finding out the very particular issues of each of these steps. On the table we have chalk whiting, and we have Knox gelatin, which is what we're going to use as glue. Traditionally, the glue was rabbit skin glue, which you can still buy in good quality art supply stores, but you can get this Knox gelatin at the supermarket, and that functions as glue. So preparing the panel to paint involves some very specific steps. The first step is making this glue from the Knox gelatin, putting it in a double boiler, and putting a coat of the glue on the panel to seal it. And then we go into mixing the chalk whiting in with the glue, as we see again in the book, and putting it through a sieve so that there are no air bubbles, that's the tricky part, and letting it sit, and then putting many coats of this gesso on, sanding in between, so that the final coat, here we have her Altun sanding, and so the final coat it's very, very smooth. It's impeccably smooth, and it's completely different than store-bought gesso, acrylic gesso. It's a completely different surface.